Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Siege Battle number 2 of Siege Week, and we are playing Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD, a fantastic mod for Total War Rome 2. And I saved this battle for a week like this because this is such a good battle. It is so close down to the wire, and Jackie Fish puts up this fantastic defense. Now, I'm not saying he wins or lose. He just does a really good job defending this settlement. It's just so close. And if you look at the odds here, look at the balance of power. That is greatly in our favor. So yeah, it's a 2 versus 1. The snowstorm has hit, but we cannot wait. We have to attack. We can't wait for the storm to pass. We must strike. So in this battle, I'm commanding the Kievan Rus, which it's pretty funny because I have another battle coming out today, which is in a snowy map, and I'm also commanding the Kievan Rus, so look out for that. But they are a very cool faction. They have some solid infantry. They don't have good archers, but they do have some pretty good cav. And then my ally over here is Warrior of Sparta. He is commanding the Kingdom of France. Again, another very powerful faction. And of course, Jackie Fish is England, which I think is by far the best faction for defending a settlement, because they have the retinue longbows and they have the heavy billmen, which are so good at holding choke points. So we're going to go through and look at what each player did well and did not so well, and we'll kind of learn, because I'm still learning to be a good siege battle in this mod, or in Rome 2. So there's a lot to learn, and I'm really excited to show you this replay. So let's get started with the army comps, and we'll start with my attacking force here, the Kievan Rus. I'm bringing about 4 units of mercenary archers, and then I've got a couple units of Rus spearmen. They look awesome. And then I'm bringing about 4 or 5 units of dismounted Drazina. They're heavily upgraded. They've got a lot of chevrons. And then I've got some Rus Guard Axemen. I'm bringing a lot of them as well. They are pretty nasty. So very cool faction. I love this faction. Just some unique units that you don't really see too much. I have 2 units of catapults, and this was my first mistake. I did not bring any siege equipment. I did not bring a single one, so I have to use my catapults here to destroy the walls. And for Rome 2, you want to use your catapults more to destroy the defenses of the defender. Like, you know, shooting at choke points with the fire ammo turned on. But for my cav, I have some SARS Guard. So here's my SARS Guard. Pretty cool. Very deadly. And then I have some missile cav over here. Some, I don't even know how to pronounce this name. The Cherny Klobki or something like that. I'm not even close, but they're pretty deadly as well. So it's nice to have them on my army, or in my army. And now if we go ahead and look at my allies' army, we've got the French. He's got men-at-arms early period mixed in with some Hospitaller foot sergeants. And they got a lot of snow on their shields. It's a very snowy day. And then he's bringing some Templar foot sergeants. So bringing a lot of Crusaders to the battle. Very cool. And then what else does he got? Looks like he's got more infantry. Just bringing a ton of infantry. He's got some men-at-arms. I think there's a little glitch with the shields here. They're completely white. Unless they're just like completely covered with snow, and that would just be so heavy. But yeah, bringing a lot of good infantry, which is good. He's also bringing some Hospitaller sergeants or knights, and then some Templar mounted sergeants for his cav force. And I believe he has about 3 units of French archers. So there we go. That's the army. Now we'll go ahead and, well, that's the attacking armies. We'll go ahead and check out Jackie Fisher's army, which we can't see right now, but I'm going to go ahead and show you anyways. He's got like 4 units of retinue longbows. He's got 4 units of heavy billmen, 4 units of armored sergeants, a couple of Castilians, or not Castilians, Castellans is what they're called. They're like a fortress defense unit. And I think that's everything for his army. He might have a couple more things, but, that's really it. Also, his general is a retinue longbow unit, which is pretty cool. Like, England are like the elves of Earth. So yeah, unfortunately, I have to waste my ammo here and try to bring down the walls. And the walls are so strong. They are so strong. And look at my allies knocking down some walls as well. Warrior is not saving his ammo, so I guess he's going to use his catapults completely to knock down the walls, which is smart because you want to have a couple breaches. But again, we're really missing the opportunity at destroying Jackie Fisher's defenses by using the catapult artillery to, to destroy the men holding the choke points. But I saw that I was doing some pretty good damage, or at least I thought I was. But look at this. I've only done 44%, now 50%. And this is where I decided to push up my army. And this is my first mistake, or I guess second mistake, because my first mistake was not bringing any siege equipment. But I pushed up my army way too early. Way too early. So now they're under threat of getting hit by his catapult. Which he brought a catapult, which I forgot about, but there you go. And he is firing down, going after my archers. And I'm pushing everyone up. Because I thought I timed it perfectly to where once I marched up there, the walls would be down. But look at this. They don't even look damaged. 66%. Here comes another volley from his catapult here. They're loading it up. This siege battle is underway. I mean, how do you even defend against such numbers? Here we go. Here comes the volley. Looks like he's going for my army. Oh, yes. And he is getting some good hits on my men. That was rough. I did not see that coming. I was like, damn it. Damn it, Jackie Fish. You bastard. Killing my men. He's also killed some of my archers there. Oh, my God. So yeah, he's doing a lot of damage to my men. Look at that. The catapults are like machine guns. And this is where I retreat back my Drazina. I need to keep them fresh. I need to keep them alive. Got my skirmishing cav over here. Kind of just waiting. Just seeing, you know, just scouting ahead, seeing what's up there. And then I'm going to retreat down a little bit. Okay, so now I've got my archers even closer. They're taking some casualties from the arrow towers. And I'm just getting a little too careless with my army. I was really hoping the walls would be down by now. They look damaged now. They're at 77%. Here we go. I'm getting them really close. But I couldn't see anyone. I didn't see any of the defenders, so I had no idea what I was charging into. And this catapult is just slaughtering my army. You know, I guess I have this Medieval 2 mentality, Medieval 2 Total War, where artillery is really not going to do much against my force. But even though my army was pretty spread out, they were taking lots and lots of casualties. Oh, jeez. Going after my guard axemen. Alright, so I got my archers really close now. Now we can finally see some troops. And I noticed that he has some retinue longbows here, right in this like little town here, this little cluster of buildings. He's letting loose some volleys there. So getting some early kills, and finally we broke down the defense. And this is where I make the biggest mistake in the entire game. I charged forward my archers. I was thinking that he only had archers nearby, so I was gonna skirmish him. But watch what happens. First off, they're getting hit hard by his longbows, and then out of nowhere comes the Templar sergeants. They're gonna charge down, and this is so epic. And then I was like, oh crap, this is so bad. My archers are completely out of position. And so they are breaking from the fight. I'm going to try to retreat them out. Come on, men, get out of there. And then I'm trying to quickly push forward some infantry. Actually, you know what? I'm going to retreat because I thought he was going to close in on the choke point. So my archers were caught out. I tried to retreat them. They were just stuck in the melee. So I'm just going to let them die bravely. And now I'm firing my archers into his men. Those are my horse archers, by the way. Come on. I notice he's charging down the breach now. So I'm going to send forward my Rus spearmen. And he's going to retreat back up. He did not mean to commit that far. And if we look over here, Warrior Sparta is also charging forward. He broke down a breach, and Jackie Fish is trying to contain it. Look at that fire arrow coming in. That volley, that was epic. This is a really cool shot right here. Really awesome. This game's just so cinematic. I love it, man. I really do. So a brutal fight going on. And he's getting hit hard by arrows. His reserves over here are getting hit hard. So I noticed that warrior is now like pushing hard and he's committing. So I decided to push in my infantry, my spears. Charge in, men! And then I've got this unit that I'm going to try to send over and try to attack the backs of his defending forces. But I think Jackie Fish noticed that, and then he's going to send down some of his armored sergeants. And this is where I start firing my catapult into his ranks. Just trying to kill his men. Okay, so I guess I don't go for the back of his army. Okay, now I do. Okay, I just can't make up my mind, apparently. So there I go. I'm going to charge in. Come on. Come on, spearmen. You quickly get over there. Oh, my own catapult killed some of my men. And the longbows are just racking up kills. So he's going to pin my spears down. But the good news is that I have more infantry charging through the breach point. I've got my Rus guard axemen, which are very weak to archer fire, so I need to be careful. Let's see how Warrior's doing. He's actually breaking through. His men are breaking. Jackie Fish's men are breaking. But his castellans are holding pretty strong. His catapult is now engaged in melee. Oh, I just got the artillery firing in the background. That was epic. Okay, so now that I finally have his infantry pinned... Actually, you know what? This is Warrior's army. He's got some Templar foot sergeants. Okay, finally, guys. I'm sorry. I sent over some guard axemen to attack the backs of his army. It took a while, but finally did it. And we are just overwhelming him. He kind of stretched out his defenses a little too thin out here, so it exposed his flanks. And we were able to cut him down, surround him. Here comes Warrior Sparta. He's about to surround the armored sergeants over here. Oh, but the battle is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. So far, it's been a great start. I made a couple mistakes, but again, it's really not that bad. I still have a lot of healthy infantry, even though I'm constantly getting hit hard by his longbows. Oh, sorry about that lag there, guys. So here's my missile cav. I got them running around. I'm trying to fight back. I'm trying to destroy his longbows. But it looks like he's got some troops in reserve. He's got 2 units of armored sergeants. And he has his retinue longbows retreating back to a better position, because he realizes that the first layer of defense is lost, and he must fall back to better positions. I really like the style of Jackie Fish's defense here, where he kind of defended in waves, which is pretty cool. But here comes our army. They're forming up. They're getting ready to charge into the next second layer of defense. Finally, we're destroying the English over here. Ooh, we got the French archer firing into the catapult crew here. And we'll see what we got left here for my army. I still have a very healthy army. My mercenary archers, though, were slaughtered. I don't have a lot, and that's what's really not good, because I need them to destroy to weaken the choke points of Jackie Fish's defense. But, well, I guess I gotta use brute force with my infantry, which is not always the best idea. So here we go. This is where we push forward, and I got 2 units of dismounted Drazina. Drazina are really good, and you'll see, again, the Drazina in action in the next battle coming out soon. But look at this. He's retreating back. He's gonna fall back even further back. Because I think what he wants to do is try to close up this gap right here. Here we go. Here we go. Imagine being an English soldier seeing the angry Drazina charge forward. Come on, Drazina. Here we got a nice view of the collision here. Here we go. The second layer defense has begun. Push. Okay, so where's the rest of my army? Okay, so I've got my axemen that I was going to use for another time. Like, I was going to use them a little bit later in the battle, because I really wanted my shielded infantry to go in the front lines. But if I could break through this unit, I could easily flank around and support my Drazina over here. And I guess Warrior was going to commit, but I guess he decided not to. Maybe he wants to push up his archers and whatnot. Or maybe to push up the men-at-arms. Okay, so here I go. I've got my SARS guard. And I felt like this would be the perfect situation. So I'm going to charge them in. And what I'm going to do is try to pull through his troops. So here we go. You ready for this? He's trying to form square or shield wall. Yes. I just pushed my way through. And then I'm going to go for the backs of his infantry. Oh, this is a cool shot right here. This is a great angle to show what I'm trying to do. So now I'm attacking the back of his men. And that should really help out my troops here. Let me show you something really sad over here. You see this unit? It is getting slaughtered by his bows. And this is my general unit. He's in a Rus Guard Axeman unit. And the general gets killed. And they break. And that's how I lose my general. It is insane. Those longbows. He went after my general, that damn general targeting bastard. So I used his longbows. That was a really good tactic right there. And I was so frustrated. I was like, well, derp. I mean, my army's going to lose morale pretty quickly. So that's always a good idea to go for objectives like that and try to take out generals. Obviously. But now I've got extra Drazina trying to break through. And these men-at-arms, they fight to the last. This is the best English, like, sword infantry. Melee infantry. Very epic fight. We've got them surrounded, but damn, they are putting up a great show. They're down to 77. They started with 122. And then if we look at the struggle over here, look at the heavy billmen. Look at them go. Oh, it was so frustrating, guys. Such an epic battle. And now he's sending in some of his longbows as well. So he's holding with like one unit of heavy billmen over here. And the French are breaking. The Hospitaller foot sergeants just can't handle this fight. Just a cool battle. The snow really helps it out. And then Warrior's going to help me out on this flank. And he's going to send over some Templars. And the English are still holding strong. I was really disappointed because I thought I would break them a lot faster, but they just do not break. And let's take a second and look at these archers. Look at the positioning of his archers. He's got a nice flat position here, firing down at my men. And these are all retinue longbows. Just England is such a solid faction for defending. Those longbows were a pain in the ass. Pain in my ass. Pain in the ass. Oh, man. And finally, we're breaking the armored sergeants again. So they were wavering, and then they came back, and finally they're wavering again. My SARS guard are pretty banged up. Come on, destroy them. And then I've got my infantry over here that are breaking. We just can't break through this choke point, but we're having a lot of success over here. But even when we do break through over here, we've got this force right here, the heavy billman. And he's got his retinues moving over to this position. So now what he's doing, he's falling back even once again, and he's going to use this hill right here. Such a great position. So now all he has to defend is one choke point. And finally we broke through, but we must not slow down. We must continue to push and try to take out their defenses. But we still have a lot of infantry, and look at the balance of power. Look at the balance of power. It's still way in our favor. It's completely in our favor. Let's get some nice cinematic shots of this fight. Here comes the men-at-arms, late period. Much needed in this battle. I mean, they're using the hill, they're using their long pike weapons. It's blue versus red over here. French versus England, classic. And And here we go. The heavy billmen are ready to hold. The second wave. Oh, look at him go. Let's get a nice zoom in on this. Look at that, guys. They're so good at holding the line. What a great fight. So here's the action going on, and most of my army is pretty much spent. It's pretty sad, but yeah, I've got like nothing. I've got, you know, a handful of axemen, I've got some archers, I've got some very tired dismounted Drazina that I'm trying to let them rest up before they charge in. More Drazina over here. I'm letting Warrior Sparta charge in his men at this time. And there's 11 minutes left in the siege battle, so can we do this? It's tough to say. I mean, the balance of power shows that we can. Oh, sorry about that. I did not mean to click that. Anyways, back to this fight. Whoop. I think what we should have done was be a little bit more patient and push up our archers. So I know that Warrior Sparta still had his French archers over here. And I believe they're firing at the defense on this front. All hail the heavy billmen. Fear them in all their glory. I've got some axemen up there. Doing pretty well. There's my axeman right there. My Drazina. Oh man, this was such a crazy battle. Me and Warrior were just like, oh come on, they've got to break eventually. There's no way they can handle so many troops. But even though I lost most of my army, I felt pretty confident in Warrior's army because he still had a ton of troops left. Even still, at this point, he has a lot of reserves. He even has some cav. He's capturing the gates over here. You know, just cuz. Just cuz. Yeah, he was using fire arrows, which I felt like he should have used standard shot or maybe even like heavy shot. Try to break through their armor. Because fire arrows hurt us as well. See, it does some morale damage to us, so doesn't exactly help out overall. But it does break them too. But they still have their general, so they're not going to break anytime soon. Unlike my guys are taking a beating over here. But I think we've killed, or not killed, but I think he used up most of his ammo for his longbows. So we no longer have to worry about his longbows too much. But look at this, he's setting up the final defense. And I believe, yes, we are finally breaking through over here. Let me show you guys. The French have got the longbows that are now engaged in melee surrounded. He's got his heavy billmen surrounded. And even though they're surrounded, they're going to continue to fight. It is ridiculous. Look at that. So medieval. There they go. They're finally breaking. And Jackie Fish is retreating his armored sergeants. Watch them run back. And he's giving up this tower. And the thing about Rome too is that you can actually use the towers against the defenders. So we can capture this and then start firing at him. But we're still desperately trying to hold on. And it doesn't look like we're going to break through anytime soon. There's just so many English infantry here. I mean, it took us forever to break through one unit over here, and look at all the dead bodies. Such a struggle. But it's nice to expose this flank, and now I'm charging up my cav to capture this this arrow tower, because this is really going to help us. It's like having an extra archer unit. Okay, so I think this is another mistake by Warrior Sparta. Since Jackie Fish has his infantry open like this, I think he should have used his cav instead of his infantry. Because this is armored sergeants, and if you got some good cycle charges, into their ranks, you could have killed a lot without having to send in the infantry. So yeah, I sent in my SARS guard to help out in that battle. And we were just trying to push our way through so we could get to the backs of these English. But look at this, he's sending forward another heavy billman infantry. And that's it for his infantry. All we have to do is kill them, get through them. And look at the balance of power. It's still way in our favor. Just pay attention to the balance of power. Massive chain rout by my army. My troops just have no morale. And look at the fighting over here. Look at all the dead bodies piled up. What a struggle. Now I'm sending in more axemen. I'm sending in more Drazina. And that's really what's left of my reserves. I've got my catapult. I've got my, actually, you know what? That's it. I have catapults. And I have this unit over here, dismounted Drazina, helping out on this flank. But this unit's so depleted. It's like half its size. Oh, and the French are breaking again. It could be because of those fire arrows. My god, that is a gruesome sound. All that slashing and dicing of limbs. Words are hard. Now my Drazinas are engaged. Drazina, dismounted Drazina. The tower is firing in my favor. And the general is just preparing. Whatever side that starts to break first, he will charge and support. And here we go. This is where Warrior charges in his cab, but it's a bit too late. Because my infantry is engaged, and he also has heavy billmen, which will slaughter cav. This hill battle is just not going in our favor. So this is actually a really good move here. Warrior Sparta actually tells his sergeants to get off of their horses and fight in melee, which is probably the best idea in these choke point situations. The snow just makes this so cinematic. But we are running thin over there. Break them! And yeah, at this point in the battle, I was like, okay, so the balance of power shows us winning, or going to win, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I just think Jackfish is going to break our men. We cannot break through his forces, and now he commit his general into the fight. This is like King Henry V worthy victory right here. If he wins. It's far from over though. Oh, there goes another charge. Again, he charged in the backs of my infantry, and the heavy billmen are slicing the cav down. He's doing the best he can to break through their numbers, but it's just not working. Fear the heavy billmen. They are terrifying. And look at this guy's massive breaking over here. Not good at all. A tragic sight. Hold, men, hold. My men are now breaking over here at my dismounted Drazina. The tower is still firing. And look at this, guys. The heavy billman about to protect against the cav charge. Warrior Sparta is going to call off the charge. He does not want to engage that. And now he's going to capture the arrow tower. And I was so mad. I was like, damn it, Warrior, charge him. Don't let him take the arrow tower. I'm getting free kills. Look at that. It's like a machine gun coming out of there. And this is where he charges in. Watch this charge, guys. Oh, wait. No, he calls it off. Never mind. But he does eventually charge. There he goes. He's like, 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Oh. Heavy billman. A war machine that everyone should be afraid of. Then he's going to try to go around and attack the armored sergeants there, and they can't handle it. It's just too much, and they start to waver. And then we got the general protecting the flank over here in that choke point. And now look at the balance of power. It's still in our favor, but it's slowly becoming Jackie's favor, or becoming in Jackie's favor. And the heavy billmen still hold. I mean, this is like medieval 2 Total War kind of choke point fighting. This is ridiculous. It's amazing. I mean, look how bloodied up they are, but yet they continue to fight. and they destroyed the cav. They break, and now he can commit all of his forces into this one area, and now the balance of power is in his favor, and we are defeated. Really good defense here by Jackie Fish. Really, really fun to play, really fun to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, because it was some great defense strategy for Jackie Fish, and I learned a lot from this battle. I feel like if I didn't forget artillery equipment, or not artillery equipment, siege equipment, then I would have won this battle. I really think it came down to that, because I could have attacked everywhere. I would have overwhelmed him, but instead I only had one breach and I wasted my catapult ammo. So now let us just watch the brave French fight to break through. God, a bloody battle. And look at this. Jackie Fish is even brave enough to send some troops around. The very tired heavy billmen. They're like, how many more troops must we kill? They're charging around. They're going to get a nice hammer and anvil charge with the infantry. I've got my artillery crew in the mix. I've got some Drazina. I was like, oh man, if we could just kill his general, we'll win. That's all we have to do. Just kill the general. Quickly, quick, before the heavy billmen show up. Here comes the heavy billman. Yeah, this siege settlement really did him wonders. Like, the fact that there was only a couple choke points was perfect for his tactic, for his strategy. And there we go, the men break, finally. And his general is bravely fighting, but they are breaking as well. It's a unit of Hospitaller Knights, and that is the end, a costly enemy victory. But it was totally worth it because he was completely outnumbered and had not nearly as much gold. And just take a second and look at the struggle on this battlefield. All the way from the beginning up to this choke point. These are all my dead archers. Up this way, Warrior Sparta breaking through this way. And then we continue to push. Most of these kills over here are from archers. Just slaughtering my army. That's why I wanted to attack quickly. And geez, this is where most of the killing happened right here. It's like a perfect box of dead bodies. You see that? It was awesome. Also over here, there's a really big struggle. So let's go ahead and end the replay and check out the results. And you will see how deadly his bows are. All of them got over 300 kills. That is insane. His general getting almost 400. And the rest getting about 314, 360, and 345, or 343. His catapult got 200 kills, which is also really good. Armored sergeants not doing that great. But look at the heavy billmen. Also getting a ton of kills. This unit almost got 400 or 353. And the rest got over 100. So heavy billmen archers won him that battle. So it was really epic. My catapults did really poorly. My archers did absolutely shit. And my infantry here did okay for the situation. This unit got 164 kills. But they could have done a lot better. And I should have kept my general alive. He got 0 kills. It's really frustrating. If we look at Warrior Sparta's army here, same issue. Just not doing great with archers. His infantry did okay. His catapults were used for bringing down breaches. So we could have done a lot better. We should have been more patient. We should have brought siege equipment. But what can you do? I got almost 1,000 kills, which I can't complain. But Jackie Fish almost got 3,000 kills, which is crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this battle, guys. Another episode of Siege Week. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the battle, be sure to like it. Like it. What does that even mean? Be sure to like it, and I'll see you next time.